Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Podcast, where here we talk about people doing stupid things because they have no common sense. Today our topic is Doordash. All my college kids out there, we love Doordash. We love delivery apps. It's the convenience that works for us. A lot of times, not being able to go get food yourself or not having enough time when you're studying and stuff like that. Here, I'll take this hood off. And really, it all comes down to: are we willing to pay a fee or added price just for the convenience of getting it delivered to us? I know I've used it quite a few times. Usually it's after about 11 o'clock at night when I'm getting hungry and all the restaurants are closed. It really has changed the world in terms of how we get our food, and it's causing a lot of problems. Not just for consumers, but for the restaurants that use apps like DoorDash or Grubhub or Uber Eats. It's really complicated to figure out DoorDash's business platform and their business model when we really know nothing about it. And that's why I've decided to dive deep into their strategic ways of getting money. Now, a side note, DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats still have yet to turn a profit, and they have been running since about 2009. Delivery apps kind of started around in the 1990s with like Domino's and other pizza places doing delivery themselves, and now third parties have taken it over and are charging outrageous fees. According to nerdwallet.com, it's a site that helps you find the best credit card, keep your credit score in check, but it also provides insight into business stuff like that. They said on average, the restaurant should be using about 30%, 30% of their revenue to pay their employees and keeping their staff up to date. And the problem here is with apps like DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, they charge a 30% commission fee for using their app. So every time that you order something on Uber Eats or that you find or another platform you don't get that meal, the restaurant has to pay 30% of that order to DoorDash, which is a huge money suck. It's almost unlivable. And quite frankly, I believe it is unlivable, but a lot of people believe that it doesn't right. Whatever. Again, they don't have common sense. But 30% is what these apps are charging in terms of commission fees, right? And so that's not even aside from the in-app fees, the delivery fees, the required tips. Some of these apps do require you to leave a tip for the driver. So it ends up actually costing consumers a lot of money, and it's really not a good idea. One quote that I really liked from Business Insider, which is a pretty non-biased, very straightforward source, is they said it's really a bad business model for restaurants, and that they have yet to see anything positive come out of these new business styles. And it's really true. It's unfortunate. It's a bad business model. It's a great business model for DoorDash and these companies because they're making a crap load of money, but it's really bad for restaurants. It's absolutely killing them, and it's only a matter of time before we start seeing our favorite restaurants start to close down because they're literally not making enough money to stay open. And it's really tough to see, but that's how our world become. That's how our world's become. Sorry. And another quote that I found from a YouTube video that I watched. It's called "Delivery apps are screwing over everyone," and that's kind of the entire point of the whole video. And it actually really opened my eyes and proved my point a lot. I used it a couple times in my second article that I wrote, and he basically said there's no other option. These restaurants literally have no choice but to use DoorDash because our society has become lazy. That's one way to put it. It's the easiest way to put it. We are so lazy that we don't even want to go wait in line and get our food anymore. We have to get someone to bring it to us, walk down to the lobby, and like grab our food and then walk back to our room. That's like the entire point, is not leaving your couch. And I guess, again, it's genius, but it's causing restaurants significant harm. And he pretty much said that in today's era, there's no other option. These apps are making it so that these restaurants cannot survive without using their app. And then they're going and backstabbing them with a 30% commission cut. It's unfair. and something needs to be done about it. And so what I'm proposing, I proposed it in my last article, capping at a 12% commission cut. So for the city of Austin, we could pass legislation that requires all these apps in the city of Austin to only charge 12%, 10 to 12%, but ideally 10, probably not going to happen. So 12% for these restaurants instead of 30. That'll allow the restaurants to stay open, hire more employees, keep up and running while still being able to use the app and get that side hustle from apps like DoorDash and Grubhub. Again, very unlikely. It takes a long time for government to pass legislation. It takes a long time for these third-party companies to agree. They probably won't even agree, but it's a start, right? They're pretty stern when it comes to their money because they want to make a profit, and they still have yet to turn a profit on their companies, and making it so it's harder to earn more is going to be difficult for them to agree upon. If they do end up agreeing upon it, it's going to end up getting more to the consumer, which means you're going to be paying a higher price just for a meal. They already hike up prices on the apps. Say a burrito at Chipotle is normally about $8. They're actually going to charge you about $11 already on the app. So they're already making money off that. And they're going to need to put more prices on consumers in order to make back that stuff that they lost with the commission cut. It's doable. It could happen. Again, unlikely, but that's a definite probable solution. I think in all, it's common sense, you guys. DoorDash needs to go. These things, they either need to go or they need to change. And ideally, not ideally, but typically they're not going to change. A lot of people are money hungry. It's hard to get them to sway away from making more money, but it's a start. Thank you all for watching. Keep that common sense up. Maybe try to use DoorDash a little bit less when you are hungry at 12:30 in the morning, and maybe just start cooking up some snacks. Go to Target, get some groceries. Go to HEB, get some of that stuff instead of spending too much money for a burger at midnight. So have a great day, y'all. Catch you around. Peace out.